High school was awesome.
What we had was special.
Then we graduated and started getting jobs and getting married and having kids and all that other stupid stuff.
Why do you think audiences have fallen in love with this franchise?
It started out with characters that you know and you can relate to and you root for and you care about, and just really funny sort of experiences and crazy times.
I'll take that. Good answer. 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 In my opinion, this American Reunion is like the best sequel of the first film in the franchise, and I think that stems from John and Hayden, A, being talented writers and directors, but also being huge fans of the movie.
When we first took on this project, the very first thing we said to the studio is, we want everybody back. And the key to getting everybody back is giving everybody something to do. You know, we wanted to make sure that each and every character has a storyline, that they have moments where they get to shine.
John and I, we were huge fans of the original American Pie, and we saw the first movie a million times. And, you know, it's surreal enough to work with, you know, somebody like Eugene Levy. You know, just being in the same room with him is a crazy, awesome experience. But then Eugene and Jason Biggs together in a scene, you have to, like, pinch yourself.
I saw American Pie in 1999, and I remember who I was with, and that was the cool part about being asked to be part of American Reunion, is that whole nostalgic sort of like feeling of, it's a reunion for these people as well, you know, and I was part of the fans that loved it, and to know that the writers and directors were also fans and they were making a movie for the fans. That was also all very exciting.
When you think back to the early days, what do you guys remember about your first audition?
What's your name?
Michelle?
Okay. Michelle, do you want to be my date for the prom? My first audition at Universal Studios, in their backlot in a little casting trailer. And it was, he put me on the casting couch, and
Did you feel like you nailed it right then?
He said, pretend I'm a pie.
And he said, what would you do to the pie if, imagine if I was the, no,
Joseph's calling his lawyer.
Yeah. I know, I remember reading for Joseph, and he was so awesome. And I was really nervous because I was auditioning for everything at the time. You know, every teen, it was like a teen movie resurgence at the time. But this movie, I remember reading the sides and the script and thinking, wow, this is better than everything else. I really want, I mean, I want anything, I'll take anything, but I really want this one.
Oh, and this one time at band camp? My first audition was for Joseph, and I did Michelle. And he's like, okay, now try it with, don't be so quirky. He's like, make it seem like we'd really believe that these two should be together. And I was like, oh, okay. That's kind of boring.
Yeah, that's kind of
boring.
boring.
So I just did it normally, and he's like, okay, that's good. I'm going to call you back for the directors. And I walked out of there, and I was like, I really like doing it quirky. And so I called my manager, and I said, well, he said he was going to call me back, but I honestly don't want to go back for it, because if he wants me to play it straight, it's boring, and there's no point. I wouldn't have fun doing that.
1998, the summer of 1998. I'm coming out to Hollywood for 2 weeks. I had gotten an agent that spring, and her and I were talking. I said, I have 2 weeks, I can come out, and I had just enough money for 2 weeks, and, you know, had to book something, or I was back to Omaha, Nebraska.
I remember turning down the audition the first time it came around because I didn't read the entire script. I just read the opening page, and I was offended by it. And then my agent called, and she's like, you know, they really want to see you. And we had this argument, and then I begrudgingly agreed to go, and because I, you know, didn't have time to read it. And then I read the script the day of the audition and fell in love with it.
I was shooting at the time Urban Legend.
Oh, okay.
In Toronto, so I had to fly in. I had 1 day off and go in on the audition and fly back on the plane. So I went from like a horror, like crazy movie, you know, getting like hung and getting chased by killers, and then all of a sudden I'm playing like this nice like virgin girl, you know, Vicky, for this audition, and then back to the crazy, like, you know, Sasha. She was a sex therapist and, you know, gonna get killed soon. It was completely bizarre.
Now let's talk about how you guys got Jason Biggs to show Big Jim and the Twins?
It was very easy.
I mean, come on.
It was so easy to get him to do that.
Jason Biggs is fearless, and he's somebody who wants to do something that's outrageous. I think when the first American Pie came out, he maybe wasn't sure what he was getting into, but now he's fully embraced it, and he wants the movie to be as crazy and outrageous as possible.
We're sitting here talking to Fandango. Where are the puppets,
Everybody
man?
asks that.
Come
You know what?
on.
Every time now I'm going to bring in the bag puppets.
You have to. I mean, we're sitting here talking to Fandango, and where are... I've been waiting all afternoon.
I have not had a night like that since the 70s.
Don't need this.
You'd be surprised what you can do with a well-placed thumb.